Okie dokie, I believe we are all the way live. Hello and welcome to my graveyard. I'm your host of the evening, the Cemetery Man from Salem, Mass. Always taking names and kicking candy ass. Live on the color here with you on Grande's Graveyard. I know I'm a little bit late tonight. I can't lie to you. I have no unearthly idea why my laptop from time to time just decides when and when it doesn't want to work. And tonight was one of those nights where it was just like I turned it on about an hour and a half ago and it did not want to load up Google Chrome. So I have no unearthly idea like why, but you know, it took a while for it to load up finally tonight. So I'm not sure about that, but I apologize sincerely. We're chilling like villains like Bob Dylan here on the graveyard tonight. We're going to be doing a fun live fan commentary for none other than Rugero Deodato's house on the edge of the park. This is actually a really cool Blu-ray double feature thing that I have. And actually, the good brother Cinema Trash Man told me recently that this went out of print not too long ago. So now this is a pretty rare hot item, and it goes for quite a bit of money now. So go figure. I thought that was pretty wild. I had no idea. I got this really cheap when it came out, like $15. And they actually, this was, I think, Code Red and Dark Force Entertainment. They released these like fun horror double packs. Like I have a few of them actually. Like one of them is Last House on this is Last House on Master Streets on this one, but one of them's like Don't Look in the Basement and Chaos. One of them is the Eerie Horror Midnight Picture Show, which is aka The Sexorcist, and then the other one's The House That Vanished. So I thought these were really cool. Like, and it's cool. Like they have like trailers in between the movies. They have like an intermission in between the movies. They have like coming attractions before the first movie starts, and all these fun kind of like 70s, 80s ads. Really kind of brings you back to the times that these movies were out. Like makes you feel like you're at a drive-in theater seeing a double feature. And when the movies like shut down with due to COVID and all that, like I fucking loved doing these, like watching these, because it's like set up for you to just have a really long movie night and watch two movies. And like I just thought this was the greatest thing ever, like especially during COVID when I couldn't go to the movie theater and watch movies for myself. But I was initially going to have a guest on the show this week. Unfortunately, he could not come on due to he had no idea our time zone differences. So I was just like, all right, like I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if he really watched the show before. So I don't know. That was not meant to be, I guess. So it is what it is. So I apologize for promising a guest and then not having one. So this was kind of just plan B. I figured I was like, hey, I love to watch horror pretty much every night. So maybe, just maybe, I'll throw this some bitch in and we can watch this live along together. Once again, I want to apologize for being late, but I'm here now in the flesh, and we're going to be watching all things Rugero Deodato, all things David A. Hess. I got a little bit of a different drink this week. I'm not drinking Mountain Dew. Wow, I know, shocking. I've got cherry Coke, baby. I'm a big cherry guy. I don't know. Definitely a diehard cherry Coke person. Like I really enjoy anything cherry, like Code Red cherry, wild cherry Pepsi. I really like. I really like. I don't know if anybody's ever had cherry Dr Pepper. I really enjoy cherry Dr Pepper. That's like one of my favorite things in the world to drink. I really, really like that. And they don't sell it too much by me, but when I do see it, man, I always grab a few. This way, I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna stock up in the meantime, type of thing. But yeah, so cheers to a wonderful weekend, everybody. I've got my cherry Coke and I've got my little red cup here. Cheers to a wonderful weekend. Oh man, that's delish. That is delish. On episode 99 of Grande's Graveyard. Next week's going to be number 100. So I'm super excited about that. I'll be dropping a Q&A/giveaway video tomorrow where you guys will have to post two questions to enter both giveaways. And then live on Graveyard 100, I'll answer your questions, and we're going to do the giveaways right as soon as the show starts. So we'll do right for two giveaways. I'm either going to pick the names out of a hat, out of a bowl. I wanted to do like, I don't know if people know those bingo turners. Like I felt like that would have been fun. And what I'm going to do is the last name out is going to be the winner. So it's going to be like almost like a battle royale. Like whoever comes out is out, like literally. And then I figured that would just be a fun way to kind of keep everybody into it instead of just picking two names out of a hat and then that's it. Aiden Babber's in the house. What's going on, good brother? Sorry I'm late tonight. Cherry Coca-Cola is probably my third favorite drink. My top three: Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, Cherry Coca-Cola. Dude, those are probably my three favorite drinks as well. I'm a huge Dew guy. I love Dr. Pepper. I think Dr. Pepper's super underrated. And then Cherry Coke, man, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with any of those, to be honest. And even when you're playing around with flavors and stuff like that, like I'm a big fan of all of those drinks. Those are excellent choices. But I guess we could get started here because granted I was late, so I once again I apologize to everybody, but I'm gonna turn the old sound on this sumbitch. It's cool. This like drive-in menu. It's a Starlight Drive-In, and like you hear the ad for Last House on the Left going, it's only a movie, only a movie, only a movie. I think that's pretty awesome. Like I don't know, it's the little things that make me happy. But I'm going to be hitting play in 3, 2, 1. Boom, hit play, and we're underway. House on the edge of the park, baby. Oh, this is a fun one. I wasn't expecting to do a commentary this week, so I was like, oh man, well, what should I do? Once I found out that my guest wasn't coming on, I was like, shit, what do I do? And this one immediately came to mind just because I love it, and I feel like a lot of the movies I've done thus far on commentaries have been more fun, like fun movies to do commentaries for. I haven't done one that's like this uber serious, and I feel like this would be kind of a fun one to watch. Like, granted, there's some fun shit in it, and there's a lot of sleaze. There's boobs, blood, and mayhem in this movie for sure, but I don't know. I figured this would be just a fun one to do. Mr. Hess driving down the road. I was on a Dr. Pepper high for a little bit, but I could understand why Toby Hooper was addicted to stop while making movies. Dude, yeah, no. I always remember the scene in Forrest Gump where he's like, I drank me about 17 Dr. Peppers, and he drinks it, and then he asks John Kennedy where the fuck the bathroom is, and like he's just like, oh, nice to meet you, where's the bathroom? I always thought that was funny. That's one of my favorite like Dr. Pepper representations in the world. Now, what a lot of people may not know, because the first time I watched this movie, I had no clue. David Hess in this opening scene, he's chasing down this woman in his car. He's eventually going to get into her car, rape, and murder her. Weirdest thing in the world about the actress went on to marry David Hess in real life after meeting him on the set of this film. So just imagine how weird that must have been. Like, okay, this is the opening scene of the movie, you're going to rape and kill this girl, and the next thing you know, you're literally walking down the aisle with her. Like, that's just so wild.
Do you remember me?
Oh, man. What do you want? I want to say hello to you, that's all. Fucking David Hess, man. Jesus Christ, man. He is a scary son of a bitch. By the way, I love this music by Riz Ortolani. The Sweetly, oh Sweetly. He plays it so much in this film. Oh, man. I sort of like how this was edited together, too. Like, they show the rape scene, but they keep, like, cutting to black. I think that was really well done. And they never break this music. Like, again, like, it almost is like the Cannibal Holocaust music where it's so beautiful and whatnot, but it's going to such a crazy dark film. Whereas with this, it's just like same thing, like this nice melody, and then David has murdering, strangling, and raping them all at the same time. It's pretty intense. You can find love of your life in the weirdest of places. Yeah, that's true, man. That is very true. Oh man, I'll turn it up for a little bit. I don't know if y'all can hear this. Really cool opening credit shot too. David A. Hess, rest in peace, sir. Raise my goblet to you. This, I believe, was the film debut of Giovanni Lombardo Radice, who's Alex's friend in this. And it's funny, he went on to do Cannibal Ferox with Lorraine DeSalle, who's also in this movie. And him and her, they actually have sex in this movie, which is crazy enough. And he also was in City of the Living Dead in the same year. So he worked with Fulci, Deodato, Umberto Lenzi, and I believe Antonio Margheriti with Cannibal Apocalypse. Those four guys all like within a year. Isn't that wild? Like, those are four of the most awesome Italian filmmakers of all time. He worked with them all in like the same year and made so many good movies. Feast your eyes on this, bro. Oh my god. They're ready to boogie.
You are really something. I went and came. You said I could come along tonight, and that got. Are we going to boogie? That too.
Oh, we gonna boogie? Hell yeah, we gonna boogie. Dude, Giovanni Roberto's dance moves are fucking classic.
Earlier, while you were out, the police came. Yeah, you know, that crud was always snooping around here. He was looking for a stolen black lipstick. Uh-huh. Pretty lucky. By the time he got
See, I'm not sure if Giovanni Lamberto Rutisi's character is supposed to be like a little bit like mentally challenged. I always saw it where like he's just a little bit slow. Like I don't think like I'm not sure if they intended for him to be mentally challenged. Like I'm not positive. He just seems slightly slow, but he doesn't seem like super. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. He's drinking the classic Pepsi in the Pepsi can. That's lit. Old school Pepsi logo and the leather jacket, ready to go boogieing.
And you tell it loud enough so the cop can hear.
Can you imagine this being your first movie acting performance, and you're acting alongside fucking David Hess, who number one, it's like an intimidating thing because of how great of an actor he is. But number two, like it must have scared him from making films from there on out. Like I couldn't imagine the first film I'm making, and then like David Hess is just like killing and raping people left and right. Like I'm the guy's buddy. Like that would just really confuse the shit out of me. Some cool little shots of the city. Oh, my lady Annie Bell. Oh yeah, sitting shotgun, looking fine. I gotta be honest, man, and a lot of people probably disagree with this, but like I am not usually a big fan of like short-haired women when it comes to like being hot, like if I consider you hot or not. But this is one short-haired woman that breaks the fucking rule, man. She is a good-looking woman. I believe she did a lot of like porn films and shit in her career too, like Emmanuel and shit. Like she did a lot of stuff like that. She definitely. This movie is definitely not shy when it comes to showing skin. Oh my god, everybody and their mother gets fucking naked in this movie. More Riz Ortolani upbeat music, funny enough, in this fucking dark home invasion exploitation film. Somehow fits. I don't know. Riz Ortolani is the man. May he rest in peace.
Okay. Just have to cross the bridge, and it's 3 minutes to exit 9.
But Gloria, Howard, and Glenda, they're there already?
So I assume. Howard told me they were leaving early.
This is one too where I remember the first time I watched it, I didn't realize the ADR and the dubbing was going to be like added in later and all that. Like all of the stuff that comes out of their mouths, it doesn't like it's a little bit delayed, but that's because it's an Italian film. They always record sound in post. So I remember being like, "What? It's not like they had a dub for David Hess because I know David Hess is American, but." This is, I remember, one of the first few Italian films I ever watched that I didn't realize. I didn't realize the ADR was going to be, I didn't realize they recorded sound later. This is one of the movies that taught me that, oh shit, they don't really record sound when they're making a movie in Italy. I thought that was just crazy. Like, this was the movie that actually taught me that lesson. Oh, David Hess in the bright yellow fucking chauffeur outfit. Oh my God, that's so funny. David Hess really went for it. Dude, yeah, David Hess, that son of a bitch took his work seriously, man. I don't know if you've seen, there's a movie he made towards the end of his career and sadly the end of his life called Smash Cut. Now, it's not a great movie. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but it's basically about David Hess, and he's a porn/horror filmmaker. And his movies get all these bad reviews, and everybody's like poking fun at him and stuff and saying that he's not worth a shit when it comes to directing and whatnot. And basically what happens is one night he accidentally murders this woman and uses her limbs as special makeup effects in the movie. And all of a sudden now his movies start getting good reviews. So he starts killing people left and right in order to get real actual special makeup effects to use for his film. It's more of like a throwback to what Herschel Gordon Lewis would do in like the early 60s, movies like Blood Feast, Wizard of Gore, stuff like that. Like it was much more of a early 60s horror throwback to that style, like the gore film of the early 60s. And unfortunately, it wasn't great. Like it didn't. I don't know if it needed more money. I don't know if they needed to be less 60s about it. Like there was a problem I had with the film, and it wasn't David Hess. David Hess was great. I don't know. It just the film seems sort of awkward at times. But I know it had Sasha. Is it Sasha Grey? Sasha Grey. She's a porn star. She's on the cover of it, and it would make you think it was a completely different movie. But no, it's actually 100% about David Hess, and he carries the entire film, and he's great in it. But the movie, I don't know. It's worth the watch just for him. Like if you like David Hess. I have never seen Smash Cut, and I have only seen some parts of Wes Craven's Last House on the Left. Wow, really? How come? Last House on the Left is like one of my favorites. That's definitely the role he's known for. And with this movie, it's funny because people make fun of this movie, and even the tagline, it says David Hess, star of Last House on the Left, is on the loose again. It's almost like always considered like, oh, that's one of the Last House on the Left ripoffs, and like I understand that to a degree, especially if you know the twist at the end of this movie, which we'll get there eventually. But I gotta say that I don't really consider this a Last House on the Left ripoff. The number one similarity is it has the same actor playing the same sort of role, but I definitely would argue that the Alex character is far different from Krug. And the Krug character, it's almost like, he's like endorsing all this shit. Whereas this character, it's like a part of me is just like, wow, he really does care for Giovanni Lombardo Ludici. Whereas the Alex character, the Krug character, he didn't give a shit about his own son. Like, I definitely see more care from the Alex character. I think there's more human elements. And it's weird, like, I don't think this is intended in any way, shape, or form, but I found the character, and maybe this is just because I love David Hess, I found the character sort of like endearing towards the end, which is fucking wild to say considering he fucking, rapes and murders people with a switchblade and but there's something about maybe it's just the actor. I think that probably is it for me. I don't know. There's something about this character that I like slightly more than the crew character. Like the crew character is definitely more dark. This character is definitely there's some more gray area. But then again, crew had some gray area too. I mean, the whole now you're all alone when he shows the remorse. I mean, that's a great scene. He's not all you know evil, maniacal. He does have a heart. That's the whole point of Last House on the Left is that these are human beings doing this to human beings. It's not monsters versus humans. It's humans versus humans. And that element really takes Last House on the Left to the next level. Last House on the Left is a tough film to watch, but I will complete it one day. I guess I wasn't ready to watch that film. That's totally understandable. I saw a film at a very young age, man. And to be perfectly honest, I was like mind blown by it. I was like, holy shit, like this is fucking uncomfortable as hell. But I mean, it is what it is. I definitely I to this day I consider it one of my favorite movies. I put it on my top 20 films list. It's a really cool movie. See now, like what I was mentioning on past shows was actors and actresses when you are casting your horror movies is to get unique looking people. This movie has that. Like Rugero Deodato nailed the casting on this. Like I love the fucking entire cast. You have this latest bald lady, again just unique. Like wearing a black dress, bald, like dancing around, and pretty. Like not an ugly woman at all. Like stands out in a good, unique way. Lorraine DeSalle looking good in this red. She's all made up as well. Like nobody in this cast looks generic to me. Like they all sort of stand out in one way or another. And I think that's a really, really important thing when you're making a movie. It's a cast that pops off the screen, and this movie really has that. Whether it be Annie Bell with short hair too, like you wouldn't think, but she looks great in this too. David Hess in the fucking yellow. Oh my god, I love it. It's so funny. We've arrived at the house on the edge of the park, ladies and gents. It's only fucking crazy insanity from here. That's the scene Lorraine DeSalle. He's like, holy shit. We're here to have some fun. And even this preppy, like the two preppy rich boys, like they look exactly like how preppy rich boys look. Like that's exactly the haircut, from what they're wearing to the haircut to the fucking stupid look on their faces. That's exactly what those motherfuckers look like and act like. Lorraine DeSalle was fucking beautiful, man. I gotta say. Fucking exotic eyes, good ass body, good looking woman. I thought it was cool that she got to be the lead of Cannibal Ferox in like more of a serious role. But I actually would argue that she's the most well written character of this movie.
Hey, Alex, tell them how I can dance. What should I tell them?
Oh, Giovanni and Lorraine DeSalle start dancing. Let's turn it up.
Come on, Ricky.
Poor Riz Ordolani, weird music, but it somehow works.
Have you please dance it?
Fucking Giovanni Roberto Radice. Yo, what is this? Who the fuck directed him to dance like this? Holy shit. Lorraine DeSalle shaking what she got. Dude, this is a party I want to be at, but I just don't want to die at it. Dude, see, like, Italian music is just so fucking OP. And I like this here. Like, this is good facial expression acting from David Hess, where he doesn't have to say anything. He just says the story with his face. He can tell that they're sort of teasing him, and he's just looking on in kind of anger and kind of despair, like feeling bad for his friend. And then they start this like kind of sexual tension between he and Annie Bell. Hess is pouring himself a nice fucking, I think that's a glass of scotch. I'm not positive. The little ball lady goes, hot diggity. Oh, Lorraine DeSalle's done dancing. Oh, come on, Giovanni, throw that fucking jacket at them bitches. Oh, he's going shirtless, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, David Hess, please stop him. He's telling you, they're playing with your head. Stop making a fucking ass out of yourself. See, that's the thing. Like I don't think Krug would say that. Like, I think Krug would have just started the chaos already. Whereas he's just like, dude, stop. Like, stop making an asshole out of yourself. And then Bell's like, all right, I'll show this guy my tits, and we can continue to make fun of this guy. It's basically what happens. Dude, I don't know if you can get a jacket like that anymore, this fucking yellow jacket David Hess has. I want it so badly. I would pay stupid money for that and go out in the club just like David Hess and probably not get as much ass, but that's just what it is. Part of it. Dude, Annie Bell's hot as fuck, man. Oh my god. Hess is already going down there. Everybody in the living room in front of everybody. Now, one thing about this too that I wanted to mention on here, like I had a few points I really wanted to mention, and I guess it's better now while they're fucking dancing, doing nothing, as opposed to when something more serious is going on. I wonder how people look at this when it comes to a direction standpoint, because I've watched interviews with Rugero Deodato, and he was saying that he felt the film wasn't as well directed on his behalf when in comparison to Cannibal Holocaust, which is insane because these movies were made back to back. I think this was second. He shot Cannibal Holocaust early 79, comes out early 80, and then I think this was late 79, came out late 80. I believe that's the case. I think this came out in December of 1980, I think. Here, I could, I want to look it up, but I'm so afraid to fucking tempt it because I'll do it on the old iPhone here. See what day this came out. I believe it was late December of 1980, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, this was, let's see. What is the release date? November 5th, 1980. Okay, so yeah, I knew it was late 1980. I've got to say, I think that it's funny, like, because you're comparing apples and oranges, even though the films were made back to back, made by the same guy, came out the same year. This is such a different animal when you're talking about a good horror movie. Like Cannibal Holocaust has so many different elements, and the whole shot on video angle, and it was one of the first movies to really do that. This is more of a, the entire movie takes place in this house. Once they get in this house, which is what, at the, I'll say it happened 5 minutes ago, so that happens at what, the 15-minute mark? The entire rest of this film takes place in the house. So, he definitely has more of a creative room to kind of play with actors, play with angles. Like, it's a lot easier to shoot a film entirely in a house than it is to shoot it in the actual fucking Amazon. Like, but I don't think this is a poorly directed film. Like some of there's a scene coming up in a little bit where he beats the shit out of some of the rich kids. Some of that stuff looks goofy, but at the end of the day, like, I think that's just because of the post audio. Like, it just, like, the punch effect sounds late and shit. But I don't know, man. I don't think this is a poorly directed film at all. I think he was a little bit harsh on himself. Uh, I think this is actually a really good film, and I know quite a few people that will tell you this is better than Last House on the Left. I know a lot of people that will tell you that. I don't feel that way, but I definitely know quite a few people that fucking prefer this to that. And my man David Hess is getting in on Annie Bell as we speak in the kitchen, drinking some fucking champagne and kissing this lady's legs. Holy shit, this is crazy. So this is another thing too, which I really always appreciated Deodato for, was sleaze. I think like so many of his movies have sleaze, like whether it be this, Cannibal Holocaust, Body Count, The Washing Machine, especially. That's probably his sleaziest fucking movie. Like, there's every 15 minutes there's somebody running around naked in that movie.
And so what if I do?
Somebody wants to get laid, baby.
There's a time and place for everything, Dad.
Oh, she's going all prim and proper on him now. There's a time and place.
But when you finish stuffing yourself, shut the fridge. I'm gonna take a shower.
Oh shit, she gonna take a shower. David S is like, yo, let me join. Washing machine sounds crazy. Yeah, the washing machine, I think I've reviewed it on the show before. I had it like when I did my horror picks. The washing machine is about these three sisters, and they're all basically whores. And in the opening scene, this guy that they're all fucking, basically, like on the side, he gets killed, and they find his body in the washing machine. And then these detectives come, they're trying to figure out who killed them, why, and shit like that. And they're all suspects. It's a really good movie. It's just like, it's super sleazy. Like, there's a scene where they're at this like art gallery, and this woman starts getting naked, like in broad public. That just was like, wow, this is wild, but really fun movie. I like The Washing Machine. That was like the last movie he made for a long time. Deodato, unfortunately. We're now playing poker with Giovanni Radice. David has some. You got it, man. That's a nice little poker table right there, man. I would love to know. There's something I don't know about this. Is the filming location of the house? I would love to know where this house is. This is a nice fucking house. It's supposed to be a rich boy's house. Nah. Oh shit! This bitch, the ball bitch, has a full boat. Oh, there goes all your cash, brother. I've never played. I played tons of cash poker in my life, but never with actual like putting cash on the table. Like usually, you use the poker chips and like set a denomination as to what each chip is worth. I don't know. I've never done the real actual like put my money in. Holy shit! We got fat ass. Oh my god! David has taking. Oh shit! See, while this is a much more serious movie, this is definitely a much more sleazy movie than any movie I've ever done a commentary for. Holy shit, man. This lady has a perfect body, man. I don't know why, I definitely dig short chicks. Like, I'm definitely more of a short chick guy. Annie Bell is a good looking short chick. She's got that fucking 80s porn bush, though. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, lady, mow that lawn. Oh my god. Oh, that looks like a fucking brown sponge down there. Holy shit. Get out a fucking lawnmower and mow that lawn, man. Wow, that's a fat ass. She got a nice ass, though, I gotta say. Dude, David Hess, I don't blame you. Even with that fucking bush, I would run right in there. Who cares? Fuck it. Wow. Good looking lady, baby. We need a Dusty Rhodes promo on this. Any bail, Daddy? I will come in the shower and I'll give you a loofah. Jeez.
Why don't you come scrub my back?
Why don't you come scrub my back? Holy shit. All right. This is one bitch that can pull off short hair.
Well,
You know?
Bro, yeah, mow that lawn. What the fuck? Oh my god, man. She got more hair down there than I can do on my fucking head. She got more hair down there than I can do on my fucking face. That's bad. Oh my goodness, that must be uncomfortable. I would assume it would be. I mean, I don't know, but oh, David Hess seems to love it. I don't know. You fucking cough up a fucking hairball, man. That's top shelf woman though. Like it really is. Like you mow that lawn, you get some fucking trimmers or whatever. That's top shelf woman. Now, I don't know if everyone knows the twist. Like I won't say the twist till it happens, but a lot of this doesn't make sense, especially like for how much this goes by. Like if you know the twist at the end, like a lot of this does not make fucking sense. Like I would never ever, even if the roles were reversed and I was Annie Bell, I would never do what she's doing right now if I fucking, obviously knew the twist end of this movie, which she does, which is very strange. But I don't know. I don't. I guess we'll talk about that more when we get there. She said, "Scrub her back, and you're scrubbing his back. What the fuck? Oh God, now I have to see his ass. See, I don't want to see male nudity. God damn it. Oh, now she fucking blue balled him. She black bushed him. What
Bring your brains out, Kendra.
the fuck? That's the ultimate fucking blue balls. Giovanni Roberto Radice has trip aces. $3. Hey, someone's out of money. Oh, the ball bitch folded. All right. My dude has 4 hearts.
you're 3 plus 20.
You're 3 plus 20. Oh, man. Another fold.
How do you always manage to get cards? I'll see you. A little bit.
Is this more sleazy than Toby Hooper's Life Force and Night Terrors? Yes. That's not even close. This is, I think every fucking woman in this movie gets naked. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Alex,
This is a sleazy fucking film. And considering, I'm not sure if you know the ending. Like, if you know the ending, it makes no sense as to why that's the case. But I guess it's just entertaining. Oh, this is classic. He gets Alex to look at his hand. Hess just fucking looks at the guy. Here's my money. Take my money. That's a bro right there. I have a ton of friends, man. I don't know if anybody would trust me enough to give me their money and fucking bet it on trip aces. And now my dude's cheating, and this is what's going to lead to all hell breaking loose at this party. Oh, he just cleaned him out.
other hand, I'm clean.
Does anybody in this movie not have fucking green or blue eyes? Like everybody has nice eyes in this movie. I'm so jealous when I see people with colored eyes,
Be careful, Ricky.
aside from David Hess.
They're taking you for a ride.
Oh, I love this. He's starting to lose.
These bastards wouldn't know a straight game if they followed one home. You heard me, twat.
They would know a straight game. They followed one home. And the ball lady goes, "Excuse me?" And he goes, "You heard me, twat." Oh, God. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Come on. You really get into it. Too bad you're so clumsy, you might have made a good champ.
You might have been a good champ if you weren't so clumsy.
Hey, we got an audience.
Dude, no selling this guy's punches. See, no, rich boy can't fight. Dude, he no sold like 6 punches to the face. Oh, headbutt to the ribs he sold. Oh. Yeah, like some of this, like I will say the directing, like when I first watched it, I was like, this is a goofy fucking fight. but it's not that horrible. Like, it really isn't. It's just because some of the sound effects are slightly delayed.
Now behave yourself.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, my man's got the wine bottle now.
Come on, big man.
That's a bad idea. I would not be like, turn around and fight me. Oh, switchblade.
Shall we finish the round?
Holy shit.
Huh? Then put your little toy down. Now!
Giovanni Lombardo Radice is laughing at this as well. Like, I'm definitely Giovanni Lombardo Radice at this party. Rich boy. Yeah, no, all the preppy kids in this are all rich. And that's, I don't know if he was trying to make a statement as rich versus the poor. I really don't. I think that the point of this movie is that, like, none of the characters are really redeemable. Like, aside from Lorraine DeSalle's character, I don't really think any of them are too likable. It's something about David Hess that I find endearing. It's just the guy I find endearing.
And they get off on it. She does it, now you get me, now you don't in the shower. The gorilla over here tries out his new macho man technique on me. Oh, he does have balls, only he's got no place to use them. Street fighters don't want to
He does have balls, but no place to use them. Dude, David Hess is the best. She's doing some show and tell in the shower.
The way things are.
That's fucking hilarious. She showed him her fucking hairy bush.
Great, Alex.
See, notice though, like, and I was saying this before on the other show last week with Worst Firsts, a lot of horror sometimes come down to tone. And while we were having fun and we were enjoying the sleaze in the first 20, 30 minutes of this movie, this is the point where it immediately changes gears. Like, it shifts gears, and now we are serious the rest of the way. And it's fucking frightening as to, like, this poker scene now. David Hess is running the show. He's basically dealing now. So Giovanni Lombardo Radice's like, oh, who's winning now? Who's going to win now? Basically, they're fixing the game. But the tension is just, oh my God, it's really scary. It's scary how much tension one person can cause. He's outnumbered like crazy, but it doesn't matter.
Ready?
David Hess might be channeling Romero. Dude, yes, totally. Did I see the amusement park? Dude, I want to see it so bad. I don't have Shudder. I'm not paying for Shudder. I don't really. I fucking am a mark for physical media. And I'll wait till they release it on physical media. Until then, I don't want to get Shudder. I'm just not interested. Did you see it, though? What'd you think, if you saw it?
And you have
Two aces. Two kings.
I win a royal parade. A royal straight.
Royal straight.
I made a real royal straight.
Oh, my God. See, this is the point where you can definitely tell Giovanni Lombardo Radice's off. Like, he's a little bit fucking off.
Alex, you must be my lucky charm. Nobody ever dealt me a royal. Well,
Giovanni's cleaned up. Collected all his money.
you must be cartooning. The best is yet to come. Now we're gonna have some fun with these cunts.
Oh, my God. David Hess. Oh, my gosh. I can't even repeat what he said. It's so bad. I don't even know. I don't know if can you all hear? Can you hear the TV? I have it rather loud. Oh, all right. Now we're gonna have Yitz. Bald Yitz. No Bush though. Well, granted, I don't even know if we see that part. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I'm not seeing it yet. I am waiting for the physical release. It would fit nicely with my other Romero films. I have nearly all of them on Blue except The Bruiser. Yeah, no, I'm gonna wait too because I hate this Shudder exclusive bullshit. I think it's so fucking stupid. I don't like streaming service exclusives. I think it's absolute blasphemy. It's get this streaming service, give in to get the streaming service, and I just read through that bullshit. Not interested in it. I want to see the movie, but if it at the cost of, I have to download this for a free trial and blah 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 blah, nah, that's just not. I'm not. That's the thing with horror fans too. It's like we are physical media people. Like, the general population, they want and need Netflix. They don't buy Blu-rays like horror fans do. I think, like, what would be to lose if Shudder was released the Blu-ray and had it exclusively on there? Like, I don't know. I don't get the point of not doing physical media personally, but that's what it is. Oh, more Yetis. Lorraine DeSalle's Yetis. A lot of these fucking rich kids just watch on and like horror. They're like, fuck, what do we do, man? They're like, what the fuck do we do? And the answer is there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do but watch and fucking horror. Holy shit. She got a crazy bush too. Man, the 80s were a different time. Oh, they've tried to overthrow Hess. Oh, she bit him. Oh shit, brother. That was a dumb idea. Never try to take the fucking... Oh, cut his face. Oh, you can hear it. Okay. I'll lower it over the... Oh, my...
Nobody, you get me? I mean, nobody gets in his way.
Dude, man, this is one of those movies that's just not for everybody. Like, how much impact can be done with a fucking one straight razor, man? It's scary. This lanai, this whole pool, it's beautiful. Like, I would love to go in this pool someday. Like, it is such a nice house. I really want to know where they filmed this. Oh, they just took a bump in the pool. Taunting them. Dude, this is cruel, man. Oh my god, dude. This is David Hess at his best. Pissing on the fucking guy while he's in the pool. Oh my god. And laughing at him. Brutal. Very brutal. Oh! Oh man, that's just cruel. See, it's funny. I remember the first time I watched this, I expected like a really big body count. You don't really get that in this movie, but I definitely think like the way he tortures them all, that I would like to think that they would all never be the same again. Oh shit. What do you got? Giovanni, give me your belt. What do you have in mind? He's like, what the fuck do you care what I have in mind?
Don't forget the lock.
Oh man.
The rest of the doors. The rest of the windows.
See, I like how this is all directed too. It's almost like the Deodato just followed them around the house. Like, lock the doors, close the windows, turn off the lights. And basically the cameraman, he's following Giovanni Roberto Radice as to locking all the doors and windows and all that stuff. I like how that's directed. It's really cool. It makes it feel more like tense and stuff. Hess is taking full control of this fucking party. Everybody's in shock right now. Just randomly push the lady down. Sitting crisscross. CM Punk style. I wonder if CM Punk's seen this.
Anybody got any brilliant ideas?
Oh man, this is intense. I like how he also goes a lot on their faces. Like, he goes to each character's face just to get everyone's reactions to what's going on. A little bit of this character, a little bit of that character, a smile here, a look of terror there. I mean, it's really well. It is a really well directed film. I think what happens is people expect this to be on the level of Cannibal Holocaust. It's not on that level, but that does not at all make it a bad film. It's a really good film, I think. It's probably my second favorite Deodato film. I really love this. I love Cannibal Holocaust. I love Body Count. I love The Washing Machine, Jungle Holocaust, Cut and Run. He made so many great movies. This is probably my second favorite, though. I love this movie. I think it was the right timing, right actor in David Hess. The entire cast really stands out. Has a good look to the film. The twist, I don't know, man. When we get there, we'll talk. We'll go in depth on that twist. I'm not a big fan of that twist personally, but Aiden says, "Do you hear Disney is making a new Predator film? When will Hollywood learn?" The answer is they will never learn. They're fucking retarded. And I'm sorry. Actually, I take that back. I shouldn't say that word, but they're fucking stupid in my opinion. And I think that they just kill everything. Like, oh, let's have 1,700 different Star Wars shows. Let's make a new trilogy. Let's make standalone movies. Let's do this. Let's do that. It's too fucking much. Like, they don't understand oversaturation. Like, they just go on and on and on, and just they never know when to call it a day, and they never will. Like, let's remake Aladdin. Let's remake The Lion King. Why would you remake The Lion King when you're going to use CGI animals? Like, what is the fucking point of that? Oh, we'll do a live action remake with CGI animals. Oh, like the original that's hand drawn and fucking animated and not live action? Like, you just made it live action just for the fucking sake of it, and you knew they were going to cash in because that's what they do. It's such a business to them. There's no, and that's what's a shame is there used to be a lot of heart at Disney. There's no heart at Disney anymore. It's a fucking business to them. How can I fuck you out of your money? How can I fuck you out of your $20 a month for Disney Plus? How can I fuck you out of being tricked into again seeing another fucking shitty remake in the theater? Oh, I know how, because we'll bank in on established name, and that's what they do. They're fucking hard. It's Disney is soulless now. It's so soulless, and I really do believe that Walt Disney, had he been, if he was alive today, he wouldn't stand for any of this shit. The Predator barely broke even. People hated that film. I hated it quite a bit. Yeah, that's a piece of shit movie. And honestly, I'm done with Predator. Like I again, like there's so many. I feel like I say that a lot. Like movies, I'm just done with. Like I'm done with Saw. I'm not getting into another Saw movie. I'm done with it. Like I pray to God they don't make any more Star Wars movies, but they're gonna. You know, they're definitely gonna. I'm done with those. Done with those completely. Predator, just let some shit die. Like, what is the problem with looking back and saying, hey, those were good movies? Like, why do we have to make more and ruin it? And fucking diminish what the first few movies were. Like, I just don't get that. I don't get the point in that. There's just no respect for it anymore. It's all about the almighty dollar. Giovanni Lamberto Radice at the moment needs a Viagra. He's having a hard time getting hard for Lorraine DeSalle, which I don't understand. Maybe because everybody's watching. I don't know. It's still Lorraine DeSalle though. I can't really see his problem. He told David Hess to shut up, and David Hess is like, "You told Alex to shut up?" Oh man, they played off super well with each other in this movie. Like, I really, really like these two together. I've watched quite a few interviews with Giovanni Lamberto Radice. He's one of those guys. I'm pretty sure he'll accept any interview. He's a guy I actually would like to have on the show someday. I think he's a really cool actor. But I would love to know what he thought in specifically of working with David Hess. If you imagine your first fucking role ever, big part in a movie, and you're working with one of the most psychotic leads of all time. I just think it's really cool. Like, I really do. I think it's awesome. Need more gore. Corey, what's up? I thought it was King Need Gore. Now it's Need More Gore. I like it. I like the rhyming scheme. Pretty cool. Gory Corey, man. Very cool, man. Welcome to the graveyard tonight. I'm drinking some, I don't know what you're drinking, but I'm drinking some cherry cola. Delish. I've almost drank the whole fucking thing, but this is great. Great moment right here. That's fucking great direction right there, because Hess is walking around kind of trying to figure out what to do. He looks, it's an awkward silence, and he just sees the one girl's behind him and just turns and goes, blah! Like, fucking classic David Hess. Only him, man. And I from what I understand, he improvised a lot of his dialogue on this film. Like, they had much different stuff written for him, and he was like, this is not maniacal enough. This is not believable enough. This wouldn't be said by somebody like this. And he's just fucking scary in this, man. I think David Hess steals this entire movie. I'm so sorry for being late and having to be on the alt account. I've been editing since 4. Oh, cool. Yeah, I know your Alien review dropped tomorrow. That's really cool. While you're here, I don't know if you're staying the whole time. Granted, I think we're more than halfway through this fucking movie. This is a quick ass movie. Yeah, we're at the halfway mark of this movie. Tomorrow, Corey, I'm dropping a Q&A/giveaway announcement. Basically, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be giving away two things on the show next week for Granny's Graveyard number 100. And I'm going to be giving away two giveaways. All you have to do to enter tomorrow is going to be to ask me two questions on the video. I'll explain more in the video. I have the video pre-recorded now. I'll be sure to drop that tomorrow. So if you want to enter in the giveaway contest, you can do that. I'm going to be dropping that tomorrow. I'm really excited about that. And I also want to shoot you my ideas for the thumbnail, because you said you'd do that for me, and I will totally compensate for sure. I mean, if Shane Black and Fred Dekker couldn't save the Predator franchise, you know that series is done. I honestly think they should have continued from where Predators left off. Like, people don't, I know people don't like Predators for whatever reason, but I don't know. I personally really like Predators, and I thought that it was a good third film, and they should have just gone from there if they were going to make a fourth one. But I don't know. They didn't seem to want to do that. I thought The Predator was one of the biggest pieces of shit, and I was just like, that's it. This is dead. That's a movie, like I was saying before, when it comes to tone, how important tone is. That's a movie. The Predator, that's a perfect example of a movie that's just completely ruined by tone. I'll be here till you're not. Ha! Wink face. I'll definitely enter the contest. Awesome, man. Yeah, there's going to be two chances to win, so it's going to be super fun. I'll be dropping that tomorrow, so I figured I'd just tell you now. All you got to do is ask me two questions, and you're entered in both competitions. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for that. I can't believe we're almost at 100 episodes. Time flies, man. It's absolutely crazy. Corey, you missed fucking Lorraine DeSalle's bush and Annie Bell's bush. Me and Aiden, we were like, mow that lawn, baby. Fucking the 80s were a different time. All of this was filmed in late 79, so technically 70s. I like how they kill the lights here, too. It kind of just ups the stakes a little bit. Adds a little bit of atmosphere. It's interesting how quiet this film is. Like, a lot of it's just David Hess yelling at people, but it works. It really does. Oh, man. So keep an eye on these bastards. I'm going to go rate this chick, basically. I miss all the bush. Not all the bush. No, there's still plenty more bush. This is a sleazy fucking film, man. House of Hampton Park, this is a sleazy-ass film. You see everybody and their mother's bush in this. Like, there's a lot of bush in this film. There's fucking Lorraine DeSalle's bush, Annie Bell's bush, this bald bitch, you don't see her bush, but you see her titties. Like, this is fucking, it's wild, man. What franchise do I think will be destroyed next? Wow. There's so many that are like fucking being destroyed as we talk. I mean, it's tough. I don't know. I don't know what's the next. It's actually, I hope that nothing gets destroyed next. Like, I'm praying to God, just leave it be. Like, what the fuck? Like, is there really a fucking point to make another Predator film? The last one was commercially a flop and everybody hated it critically. What is the point of making another one? Like, I don't, let it die, man. I don't know. I'm completely just hopping off all those trains of hype and shit. Like, I don't know anymore. I love this shot of David Hess like taunting this woman who's just about to go out the door, and he's like, "No way," and then now kissing her on the fucking head and stuff like that. By the way, I'll be in touch with you Saturday about our thing. Awesome, awesome. And I'm gonna message you sometime tomorrow. I'm sorry, work's been so stressful. I came home today and I crashed for like 3 hours. I was so fucking tired. And I woke up and then of course this fucking stupid computer wouldn't work. So that's why I started a little bit later. But I'll tell you the what I need for the thumbnail and stuff, and then you send me your Venmo or Cash App, whatever. I'll pay you. Because I know Corey is the legend when it comes to awesome thumbnails. His thumbnail for the Alien review tomorrow is really cool. Actually, I have the 4K, which has similar artwork, but it's not as cool as that. Like, that's badass artwork on your thumbnail tomorrow. What time does that drop tomorrow? Is it 2 p.m.? I'll be at work, but I'll catch the rerun of it, of course. Excuse me. I saw Night Watch Zone was doing a Sleepaway Camp 2 watch along today. Of course, it was right when I was at work. I was like, damn, I'm at work. Like, I want to watch Sleepaway Camp 2 at night. Like, that would have been a fun ass fucking stream, but I missed that too. So the only problem with working 9 to 5 is you miss a lot of good shit during the day. Oh, dude, this rich kid get the shit beat out of him. Oh, kidney punch. Oh, dude, he's gonna piss blood for a month. That's how hard he just hit him in the fucking kidney. Lorraine DeSalle crawling to the orange phone. Oh, knee to the skull. Oof. Oh my god, he beats the fucking shit out of this kid. Holy shit. Rich boy ain't ever gonna look the same again, man. Oh man. Dude, this kid's taking more head bumps than anybody. He's gonna have brain damage from this shit. I'm right there with you. The grind never ends. No, it doesn't. But hey, man, it's what we do to make money, I guess. It's nice that I get to do this show, and it stinks, you know, because stuff recorded during the day or posted during the day. Unless I'm on my lunch, I miss it all the time.
Scared the living shit out of her.
I am a spider. I sat down beside her, and now I scare the living shit out of her.
Rich assholes under control.
Keep these rich assholes under control. Jesus Christ, man. David Hess is great in this. This must have been a fun role, and I know that Deodato was saying in an interview that like he was really like David Hess wanted to be properly compensated for this movie because he really wasn't compensated as well as he probably should have been for Last House on the Left because they really had no money. And that was one of his first roles. That was really the movie that made his career. And this, he really wanted to be compensated correctly. And then with this, it was like, okay, he did. And then he actually brought David Hess back 5 years later to be in Body Count, which is a really lesser talked about slasher film directed by Deodato. And David Hess is one of the stars in that. He doesn't play the villain, but it was cool to see them collaborate again. Like I know that they didn't get along great, like they weren't best of friends, and I think Deodato was basically saying in the interview that like, you know, he was good as long as he got paid the right amount. But hey man, I don't blame David Hess. Like he's not an actor that got a ton of work in his career. So I don't blame him on wanting to cash in when he could cash in. And if you're going to make him play a similar role over and over, I completely understand why he wanted to be compensated for that. I don't think it was too much. And I doubt the demands were that crazy. Although I know for this film, he demanded that he get 50% of whatever it grossed. So, but again, though, he took a chance on that. Not like if this movie was a huge flop, it's not like he was going to be making a lot again. Hey, Internet, it's Eric here. What's going on, good brother? Welcome to the Graveyard Charge. I'm out of cherry coke almost, so I can't really charge you. I'll charge you with my empty cup. Just watched the trailer for the new He-Man cartoon. Got me excited. Won't be able to stand up for a few minutes or so. Oh shit! Oh my gosh, man, that's something there. But now, yeah, I haven't seen it. I don't know. That's pretty awesome. I've been watching the show. Everybody like is loving to love. It's called Invincible on Amazon Prime. That's a good ass show. I'm like 3 or 4 episodes in. That is a good show. I really enjoy that. It looks awesome. Just watched the old movie last week. Oh yeah, no, I have to check this trailer out. I haven't given it a look yet, but I definitely want to. I've heard from you guys. I've heard it's pretty good, so that's badass. Oh man, we got some more fucking 80s porn star Bush here. Jeez, mow that lawn, baby. Oh my god. This is bad. Bess is not wasting any time. See, once again though, like if you know the ending of this movie, you would never ever do this. And like also like if you know the ending of this movie, wouldn't you have had somebody like hidden to make sure that something like this didn't happen? Like but then again, I guess you don't have a movie without that. I don't know. I sort of would have written the twist out of this, personally. I think it sort of hurts this movie slightly. Because like when it all is revealed, there's always all these like throwaway answers as to why this didn't stop anytime sooner. But it's a great entertaining movie if you sort of ignore the twist at the end, in my opinion. More great music by Riz Ortolani. This movie does not hold back on the sleeves, like I was saying. This movie just goes for it, man. I sort of appreciate that though. I feel like a lot of movies now they don't really cash in on sleaze. And it's maybe because like society's way more politically correct now. I don't know. I don't think you can make a movie like this today that's like, you know, as mainstream as this was probably. Have you seen Nicholas Winding reference Too Old to Die Young. Each episode is an hour 30 minutes and are crazy. I have not. I've not. I didn't even know he did a show. Is it animated as well, or is it live action? I've never even heard of that, to be honest with you. But I really like the filmmaker. I think Nicholas Winding Refn's awesome. I don't know if he's the writer. I definitely think he's a stronger visual storyteller than an actual storyteller. But I really like his visuals, man. That guy really has a knack for filmmaking. I love Drive. I love of course, Neon Demon. That guy's made a lot of good movies. Ty Junebug Films in the house. What's going on, good brother? I'm late, but for a good reason. I just got off the phone talking to my grandmother for an hour. Oh, that's really nice, man. That's really nice, man. Like, oh man, every day, I swear to you, man, I miss my grandmother. So that's really nice. You guys got to talk for a little while, and I hope she's doing well. I hope you're doing well, man. Happy Thursday to you. I wanted to let you know too. Tomorrow, I'll be dropping a video. It's going to be a Q&A / giveaway announcement where because next week's Radice Graveyard number 100, and I'm going to be doing a double giveaway. All you got to do in the video tomorrow is drop me 2 questions. That's all you got to do, and you're entered in both giveaways. And then I'm going to read the winners on the show next week. We're actually going to pick names out of a hat or a bowl or whatever, and the last name out is going to be the winner of the giveaway. So I'll be dropping that tomorrow, Ty. If you want to join that, please do. 2 awesome giveaways. I'm not going to reveal what they are yet. I do in the video. I pre-recorded the video. So if you want to get in on that, please do. Just ask me 2 questions tomorrow in the video, and you're in. That's as easy as that to enter. It doesn't get any easier than that. Well, I miss my grandpa as well. Actually, this was her husband. This is the man that taught me how to be a man. That's really cool. That's really cool. I lost both my grandfathers at a young age. I hardly knew them. One of my grandfathers was a huge horror fan, apparently, but I didn't really know him that well. He passed when I was maybe 5 or 6, but he was a big Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan, and when I heard that, I was like, that makes sense. Like I could just imagine like in another world where he and me, watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer together, like bonding. I think that would have been really cool. Unfortunately, he passed when I was really young though. Both of my grandfathers did, unfortunately. But I think it's cool that one of them was a big horror fan, even before I was. Too Old is live action. He wrote and directed all 10 episodes. I was just watching Life Force last night, and who that wouldn't be made today. Oh, no way. Yeah, no way at all. I'm going to win. I will tell my girl to also enter. Oh, shit. You're trying to fucking double down in your picks here. I see what you're doing here. I'll drop that video tomorrow, though, so it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be some cool giveaways. And I owe it all to you guys. You guys have been excellent fucking followers, subscribers, all the support you guys have given me. It's humbling. It really is. I know. I once again, I'm sorry for being late tonight. I don't know. I know we definitely don't have as many people in the house as we usually do. But yeah, that's probably because I started a little bit later than I usually do. So I mean, it happens. But yeah, no, it's my honor to do a couple of giveaways. I was really excited. I can't believe we're at 100 episodes. I didn't think, not that I didn't think that I'd go this long with it, but I didn't think that I'd post them on YouTube this long. I thought I would just do like a self podcast and not even post it anywhere, just for me. But I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I'm astonished it's made it to 100. Hess is great. David Hess is great. No, I'm even in the odds. Oh, okay. I see it. I see it. It's going to be basically the only rule, though. I will say it right now, and I say it in the video tomorrow too. The only rule is you can't win both. You cannot win both. So if you win the first one, if you win the first giveaway, you can't win the second giveaway. I'm trying to distribute the winnings here. But I know I can almost hear you through the screen. If your girl enters one, if you win one, your girl wins one, that's cool. It just can't be. I can't put Ty Junebug in the hat twice if you win the first one. That's all. That's the only rule I have. And I explain that in the video tomorrow, so nobody go crazy on me. But yeah, I figured that would be unfair if everybody won the same. If the same person won both. That's a little bit. But if you win one, your girl wins one, that's fair game with me. That's totally cool. Well, I deserve it. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's you made a lot of cool videos to support me in this channel, just me as a human being, which I think is really cool. So I thank you for that. We've got some lesbian action going on here between Miss Annie Bell and this bald chick making out on the couch, and all these rich bastards are fucking watching in horror. Gotta love it.
Oh, the bag is jealous.
Ooh, can't say that anymore. Can't say that anymore. crazy. This movie's 41 years old. You live and you learn. This is great, man. Well, if I win one as she win one, that would be pretty funny. Yeah, no, and that would count. That would actually count, man. I swear to you, you could win both that way. But I can't pull your name out twice. That's the only rule. Corey's laughing at something. I don't know. I don't even know what happened. Have you seen Nicholas Winding Refn's Only God Forgives? That's another Neon Craze film. No, I haven't. No, I definitely have to catch on my Nicholas Winding Refn cinema for sure. I haven't given it a look. The record player's over here. Dude, this rich kid's got the shit beat out of him so many times. I would just literally fucking sit in a corner and like cry. And now he's running. What the? He called her Miss Muff. All right, this is my favorite, probably my favorite character. Well, no, my favorite character is fucking David Hess, but one of my favorite characters in this movie is now arrived. It's Cindy Cindy. She's the only. It's funny. She's the only character in this movie that's completely 100% innocent, but she gets tortured the most. And it's almost like I wonder if that was his point of like all these horrible people are doing all these horrible things, and the number one victim was the innocent person. And I almost look at who the innocent person is. I almost look at them as like a mirror of the audience. Like that innocent person is the audience. We're all innocent just watching, and it's almost like we suffer just as much, if not worse, than the characters in this movie. It's a really well done movie when it comes to psychology. Deodato's great. My Friday 13th reviews are going to be delayed. Still trying to figure out how to use the new camera. I'm also helping my cousins move, and I'm looking into getting a studio for the channel. It's a house. That's really cool. Yeah, and I saw your drawings for the Friday 13th giveaways. You said maybe at the end you were going to do a giveaway and give away some of the drawings. Those were really, really cool, man. I thought that was an interesting type of thing to do, and I thought they were all well done, and I think that people would definitely want to pick those up. At least I hope I win one. And this would be the place to store all of my movies, basically creating the ultimate home video store is the plan. No doubt. Yeah, no, that's really, really cool. I'm excited to see your new camera and new reviews you're going to be doing. That's really awesome. If Argento didn't make horror films all the time, I could see him making something like Only God Forgives. Yeah, no, I'm glad that Argento stayed exclusively horror, but I know a lot of people probably would have liked to have seen what he would have done elsewise. But I don't know. Personally, when like Wes Craven, when he did that Music of the Heart, like I didn't really care. Like I don't know. It's just something about it. Like I like when horror directors stick with it, man. There's something about it I really enjoy. Anything by Refn is dope. Yes, I agree with that, man. I really, really like Nicholas Winding Refn. See, now I love that this girl comes in and, oh, who's this? And then she's all bubbly and smiley, and she doesn't realize what's going on until now. And she's just like, oh, shit. Lorraine DeSailles going for a run for it. Get her, Giovanni. Rapido. Oh, shit. Bitch, you ain't running far in fucking heels, man. And Giovanni's got the fucking wine bottle cracked open. Yeah, lady, you didn't make it very far. That was pretty stupid. But I like how that whole setup was done. Like this girl bubbly coming in. Hey, everybody, hey. And then fucking, of course, my man, fucking David Hess is like, oh, hey, baby. And then, of course, kind of turns and decides that he's just going to torture this bitch. Oh, man, this is the best. Oh, man, there's a giant spider here. Holy shit. Hold on, let me kill this fucking spider. What the fuck? Got him. There's one casualty of a spider. I saw him like lean, like all the way down, like he was right in front of me. I was like, oh shit. I was like, there's a little spider.
Trying to play the hero, huh? Well, heroes die young.
David Hess.
Big funeral. Isn't that right?
Hero, you're trying to play the hero. Heroes die young, and they have big funerals. He really should have won an Oscar in his career. I think David Hess is one of the best actors ever to not win an Oscar. When I did the Carrie Awards, that was like an award show I did for horror, like giving away my favorite horror actors, actresses, cinematographers, directors, writers, all that stuff. I did like basically an Oscars for the history of horror. I actually gave the best lead actor. It was between two guys for the best lead actor. It was either Ken Foree in Dawn of the Dead, which I think as a protagonist, it's the best performance in the history of a horror film. And for antagonist, I had to have David Hess for Last House on the Left, and I actually ended up going with David Hess just because horror antagonist. I feel like the two go together a lot better. Um, but I think he's just one of the best performers ever. Like he's just so good. Whether it be this, whether it be Hitchhike, whether it be Smash Cut, whether it be Last House on the Left, whether it be Swamp Thing, Body Count. I mean, so many great performances from this guy. And like, I don't know, I feel like he never got the big break. Like to me, he should have been a big A-list star, at least in my eyes. I wish he would have been, but I mean, I don't know. I'm glad he did the movies that he did, and I'm glad that especially this one, because as much as he's the lead antagonist in Last House on the Left, he definitely has a lot more to say and do in this movie. Like this isn't like 90 minutes of David Hess just shining. Like it really is. So now Lorraine DeSalle and fucking Giovanni Lombardo Radice are fucking. Well, they're making out and they're about to fuck. Once again, just makes no sense when you know the ending of this movie. I wonder though, like, is this a sympathetic fuck from her? Like, is she just like, all right, I feel bad for this kid. He's slow. Let me fuck him. Like, she doesn't really have to fuck him here. Like, I don't really get it. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm gonna kill you unless you fuck me. Like, no, it's nothing like that. Like, he's just like, please don't run, take it easy. And she's just like, all right, let me whip my bush out. Like, it's just like that. Like, it's like, holy shit. This is one of my favorite scenes in horror history. And Rugero Deodato has a knack for that. And in fact, Cannibal Holocaust has my favorite scene in horror history. But this scene right here, when Alex is torturing Cindy, this is just horror done right, in my humble opinion. He's cutting her shirt open with the razor blade, smiling about it, and he sings to her, just coming up here. And they play the Sweetly song in the background, too. Carpenter did non-horror films successfully. That's true. That's very true. Yes, Carpenter for sure. Um, I don't know. There's something about like Toby Hooper or Argento. I like that they stuck to the genre. I don't know. That's just me though. Not that I'm not trying to say that like they can't branch out, but it's just like I find it more like interesting. Oh, what's your next horror project? That's just me. Like I guess if I was ever in their shoes and I was a master of horror, if you will, like I don't think I would leave. I don't wouldn't want to. That's just I guess that's just more my thing though. Like I'm definitely probably alone in that. Like most artists are like, let me create here, there, and everywhere. And I respect that a lot. I just personally, I don't know. I think the genre desperately needs a master again. You know, I forgot to mention Carpenter's Elvis is a damn good film. Yes, I love Kurt Russell and Elvis. That's a really long movie, but man, that's a great one. Lorraine DeSalle's Yitz. Wow, very nice, very nice. Lorraine DeSalle's a fucking 9 out of 10, man. Lorraine DeSalle's beautiful. The one point she's missing is to mow the lawn. Oh my god, see, love these uncomfortable fucking close-ups. And David Hess singing. This is just about to start. This is my favorite scene in the whole movie. I'll turn it up slightly. I don't know if y'all can hear. The horrors on all their faces. Another one with beautiful eyes. This is so fucking. This is horror done right. So uncomfortable, and David Hess is just getting off on it. Oh my god, dude, this is a dark movie. Jesus Christ. I love how they do this too, and then this is definitely a scene where I could see people going like, "Oh, Last of Us on the left." They show everybody's face of disgust in what he's doing, but he's having a great time doing it. It's truly disturbing cinema. It's how you do horror right, in my humble opinion. See, that's the thing. Deodato, I think, is super underrated. Like he totally got psychology, and I don't know. I think he's super underrated for that. Like nobody ever really mentions how good of a psychologist he was. But yeah, same Toby Hooper. Yes, definitely. That's more what I mean. I don't mean like you can't. I mean more like I appreciate the people that are dedicated to the genre. Birds of Darkness is a great love letter to Quartermass and Argento. You may be just interested as to what we'll be giving away tomorrow, man. Stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. That's a very interesting comment. It's going to be very relevant as of tomorrow. Um, but it's funny. I just watched that maybe Monday night. I watched Prince of Darkness. That's so weird that you mentioned that. But that will be mentioned tomorrow in the video I drop for sure. And now humiliating this poor girl. Again, like I will say, this girl is fucking ugly in my opinion. Like she is actually atrociously ugly. But again, I picked an actress with beautiful fucking eyes that stands out. Like she's definitely like you remember this actress just because she's basically her whole role is being tortured. Like from the minute you see her, she's like hi, and then David Hess is just like oh shit, this is my target now, like the easiest target in the house. Giovanni Alberto Radice still getting his fucking sympathy fuck here. Good for him, man. He's all bleeding. He's just like fuck it, like, I don't give a shit. Remember when I first fucking saw this movie, I was like shocked that I was like, yo, what? Like they're actually having sex right now? Like this is wild. Good for Giovanni Lombardo Radice. Even if she does have a bush. Good looking woman. I love this too, where he's like, oh, she's a virgin. I ought to whoop your boyfriend's ass. That's a real asshole. I love this. Oh man, it's fucked up. This poor girl. I love how nobody steps in. Like everybody's too afraid to do anything. It's and I think too, like we're certain filmmakers, like we were talking last week about like guys like Adam Green, Eli Roth, that admire films like this, but I don't feel like they truly get the full impact about what they're really about, what they're really saying. Like I think Eli Roth is one of those guys. He just sees the violence. And with this, it's just like, yes, there is all that violence, but there's the mind games of you know, she's a virgin and throwing all that like this like verbal jabs in there. That's really the true horror. And everybody look on everybody's faces. There's much more implied than show, which is I think why Deodato is great. Even though he shows a lot, especially in a movie like Cannibal Holocaust, I still think it's you get the idea at the end that holy shit, we just watched some horrific stuff. And there's nothing to laugh at about this. This is completely taken seriously. Um, there's time to laugh and joke and whatnot in the beginning, but when shit hits the fan, it really truly hits the fan. And this is one of those movies that's kind of like that. I love it, Cindy, oh Cindy. I wonder if David has. Like, I think that might be a song, like an actual song, the Cindy song he sings, and he just adds her name to it. I'm not sure. I actually think that's the case. I think it's an actual song. Now she's just like, all right, I fucked you. Can you please turn on? Can you please turn on him, Giovanni? He's just like, bitch, shut the fuck up. He's like, I've had enough fun. He's just like, I just want to get my dick wet. I'm out of here. She's like, he's a murderer. He's like, he's my friend.
Well,
Bro, ultimate party crasher, David A. Hess.
shut the door.
See, and this, like, the entire finale of this, which is coming up now, it's so odd. Like, it's gonna be fun to watch live with y'all because, like, I still can't to this day. I've seen this movie a ton, I can't decide whether I like the ending of this movie or not.
Oh, her, dummy.
Like, what is it? What is this? The last 15 minutes or so. This is where I'm like, it goes from like if it stopped there, the Cindy of Cindy, 10 out of 10. But here, like, I don't know, this is so iffy for me. It's such a mixed bag. The final 15 minutes of this movie. Um, I like Eli Roth, but I know a lot of people consider him a master of horror. I personally don't see it. I consider James Wan. Yeah, 100% agree with that. Eli Roth's not a master. James Wan is the best thing in horror today. I bet all these people wanted a party like Project X. This, man, imagine the only thing that could have made Project X party more crazy is if David Hess from this movie showed up. Like, because this motherfucker took an entire party single-handedly captive with just a switchblade. Like, that's wild, man. And you find out the twist here of what's going on, and we'll get into it. We're going to get into it in a good 5 minutes. So now Giovanni and David Hess are arguing. Oh, and he's grabbed him in the crotch. By God, we need Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler on commentary. Puppies, JR. He was like, Bush, JR. So basically, Giovanni Lombardo Radice is kind of giving him shit, like, listen, we had our fun, let's move on. David Hess is like, you don't tell me what to do, and they're arguing. If David Hess was in Project X, we are all blessed. Or would be a mess. Yes, definitely. It would be a mess. That would be even more of a mess. That was a fun movie. Oh, don't cut this bitch. Oh my God. He's now cutting Cindy while she's fucking naked with the switchblade. Cindy's got a giant bush too. Did anybody fucking shave back then? Holy shit. Oh. Oh my God, man. This is fucking horrifying. See, that's the thing too with David Hess is he's one of those guys that you would think like, oh, I'd like to go sit down and have a drink with David Hess. He's one of those guys who'd be laughing, joking with you 1 minute, and the next minute he's just like cutting you. Like fucking, he's that type of like you can almost trust him. That's what I meant when I was saying he was endearing or whatnot. Like he definitely has that quality to him. I don't know why. Like he's definitely so likable, and then see him play these despicable roles, you're just like, oh my God. But there's something about it that's so well done, like you can't look away. Oh my God, this bitch is getting the shit cut out of her. Oh! Giovanni's like, dude.
You're gonna end up doing the same. Shut up! Shut up, asshole!
Hess is lost. He's got off the deep end. This is where they start to hint towards the end of remember what happened last year. Let's take it easy. Of course, insinuating the opening kill of the film. Oh no! He stabbed Giovanni. Dramatic death scene. How do you stab your best friend like that, man? Guy was innocent. He was just looking to have a good time. You stabbed him in the fucking stomach, man. At least he got to get laid by learning to sell before he died. Cue the ball bitch. I low-key enjoy Project X. It's funny. It's the last 20 minutes are crazy. Yeah, I enjoyed that for what it was. I thought it was creative. I definitely I saw that. Did I see that in the theater? I don't remember, but I remember when that came out. It was a funny movie. Now I wouldn't say it was a classic like a lot of people, but I definitely thought it was a good enough movie. Again, Riz Ortolani right on point with the music choice here. This is such a like you feel horrible now for a character that was doing despicable things the whole time. Like you feel bad for Giovanni Lombardo Radice. And almost part of you was just like, dang, like you just saw a friendship go up in flames. Even if it was a really, really, really fucked up friendship, it's still like I don't know. There's a part of me that's like sad about it. I'm like, damn, like, don't stab your boy like that, no matter how annoying he is or how he tells you what to do. I watched it last month with some friends. Damn good movie. Oh yeah, no doubt, man. I'd have to give it a rewatch. It's been that might be 10 years old. That fucking movie. I know people enjoy James Wan's films. I'm hoping to revisit Dead Silence and give it another shot. Yeah, no, I have that somewhere on DVD or Blu-ray. I really like that movie. You all need to watch Bindle Stips. I've never even heard of that. What's that? I don't know. So that, again, the crew character would never do this. He's embracing with Giovanni Roberto Radice after he's okay. So he's just stabbed his best friend in the stomach, holds him in his arms, and he's crying, and it's all this. I didn't want to hurt you. Yeah, I'll turn it up a little bit.
You and me get together.
You and
Always
me
you and
together.
me together. Can't leave me now.
See, why is this endearing? It shouldn't be endearing, but I feel terrible for them.
Turn her back on you. She'll make shit out of you.
Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna cry. Yo, speaking of brothers, speaking of great friends, Gid Dahmer. Hey, brother, love you, man. Hey, I love you right back, man. So glad to see you here. I don't know if you've ever seen this one, man, but you'd really enjoy it. It's super well done. Bro, I love how emotional David Hess gets here. You'd never fucking see this coming. What do they know about friendship and saying all this stuff that I'm just trying to look out for you. They're just going to end up dropping you. I'm the only one that cares. There's almost like a father-son element to their friendship, and I really like that. Like, you don't get that in Last House on the Left. Like, as horrible as he is, and as despicable as David Hess is in this, he definitely he makes you feel something. It's weird. He's the only guy that can go there from one extreme to the other and do it flawlessly. It's incredible. It's a weird clash in styles, but man, it works. I need to watch more movies. I just got out of the hospital last night. Oh, dude. Oh my God. I hope you're all right, man. I know you were telling me that you had like a lump under your like arm or whatever. Dude, I hope you're feeling better, man. I feel terrible for you. Hey, bro, saying hi to Corey, I'm assuming, or and Aiden. It's the most underrated, underseen coming of age movie ever. I think it's Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith? What? I thought I had seen every Kevin Smith. Well, except fucking Yoga Hosers. I thought I'd seen all of those movies. I'm not sure. I've not even heard of Bindle Stips, whatever the hell it's called. But yeah, if you have like a link to it or whatever, just send it to me on Insta, man. I would like to see like the poster. Maybe I'll recognize it. I don't know how old or not it is. So now here's the ending here, and slight spoilers, but I mean, I know we're doing a live commentary. I'm not going to ignore the ending while I fucking watch it. David Hess, you find out that the rich people, they set him up to come here, and that like he didn't just get to this party by accident, and that the person that he raped was one of the guy's sisters. In the beginning, he raped and killed her. The one he ended up marrying in real life, that was somebody's sister, and then this was all a setup that they wanted to. I'm sort of on that because number one, if this was all a setup, wouldn't you have had somebody somewhere hiding if something went wrong? Like, okay, we're gonna set him up, we're gonna butter him up, then we're gonna kill him. Number two, you don't fuck somebody who raped and murdered your sister. Like, you don't. Like, what? Annie Bell's like, oh, come in the shower with me, scrub my back. Oh, come here and rape me. Oh, this, that, and the other. Like, if somebody, like, raped somebody fucking close to me and I want to get revenge, I wouldn't fucking fuck them, like, before I kill them. Like, it's just fucking weird. Like, it doesn't work. It really doesn't work. It's almost like one of those throwaway twists that they were just like, fuck it, do it. Like, and part of me is like, okay, it sets this apart a little bit, but I don't know if it's in the best of ways. I don't know. Like it just doesn't make enough sense when you think about it. It's just like there's no way this movie would have happened if they all knew. Like if this was a setup. If this was a setup, this movie would have been 10 minutes long. And I guess that's the point. It's if that's the case, we don't have a movie. But I don't know. Vulgar freaked me the fuck out. I can't wait to watch it. Dude, Vulgar is fucking great. Nobody talks about that movie. That's Kevin Smith. Produced that. That was BSQ produced that. It's basically about Brian O'Halloran. He plays this clown, and he is like this children's clown. And he basically one night he takes this call, and he thinks it's a party like for a child, and he ends up getting raped. And basically, over the next night, he becomes like a national hero because he saves this girl from dying. And Jesus, as David Hess is screaming at the top of his lungs and being shot in the leg. Sorry, I lowered it a little bit. But he basically becomes this national hero, and then the people that raped him find out about it, and it's a crazy movie. He basically tries to become a vigilante, and things go horribly wrong. Bulger is one of the most underrated USU movies. I love that movie. Nobody ever talks about it. It's a really well done exploitation film because it's exploitation done by people that normally do comedy, but again, they got it. And even though there's comedic elements, they still understood how to be exploitive at the end of the day. And I think that's the key to making a great exploitation film. It's not shying away from the exploitation. Yoga and Cop Out are some of the worst comedies ever. I will never watch Cop Out again. That's a piece of shit. My Name is Earl Into a Rapist. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, Jason Lee. I love Jason Lee. Might be Biddlesmith isn't Kevin Smith. It's from 2012, very dark comedy. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think so, but yeah, no, I'll have to check that out. 2012 Bindle Stiffs. I would give that a look for sure because you definitely have a great taste in movies, and you always pull out ones that I've never even heard of, which is incredible because I've seen a lot. I like to think I know my shit. I'll go full Taxi Driver. Oh, I love Taxi Driver. That's a great film. Bulger is one of the best spin-offs ever. It's a dark ass film. Yeah, it's underrated. Nobody talks about it. Like considering how low budget it is, I think it's a really good movie. Like, it's really well made. It was made by is it Brian Johnson? I forget the guy's name, but he's Kevin Smith's buddy. He's like the long beard. He's the big tall guy. He's in the movie too. He's a good actor, and he definitely that's the only film he ever directed. He did a good job. David Hess is of course being shot in the pool right now and tortured, and they're gonna start pissing on him. See, it's funny. It's like I don't. This whole ending is just such a styles clash for me. Like I give it a 10 out of 10 if you could change this ending somehow. Like part of me, and this is I don't think this was the intention. I like don't know if you're supposed to. You're probably supposed to be enjoying this. Like yeah, kill him. I don't really think the rich kids were that redeemable either. They're not likable. And considering that they could have killed this guy whenever they wanted, it kind of defeats the whole purpose of like what David Hess was doing the whole time. Like you should have just had somebody hidden somewhere. Like, all right, shit went down. I'm gonna call the cops, or shit went down. I'm gonna pop out with a gun and shoot this motherfucker. Like that's the only two logical ways this ending makes sense. But the whole movie doesn't work with this ending to me. Not it doesn't ruin the film in any way, shape, or form. Like it's not like something where I'm just like, oh, that's a great movie until the last 15 minutes. But it's just a very weird way to end this movie. Like a really weird way. I almost wish Alex would just fucking got away with it almost. Like, but that's just because I love David Hess. I find the actor more endearing than the character, if that makes any sense. And now they're taunting him, "You're gonna die," push him into the pool. So after all the despicable stuff David Hess has done, he's getting his comeuppance. Part of me thinks that he should have fucking not been killed at the end of this, though, man. I don't know. I'm so torn at how I feel about the ending of this. It's not bad, but it's not that good either. It's just a weird ending. So surprised that Kevin Smith's company could make a dark movie like that. You're right; it has a lot of comedy, but God, the film has an unnerving feel to it. Yes, they really do. It really does. Like considering, because like when I first watched it, I was like, "What the fuck? Like, what is this?" Like, because I was just thrown off. I was completely not expecting the movie I got. But I thought the genius of it was when they got to the exploitation parts, it worked like a comedy. Like this was a guy that never did anything dark in his life, and he started screwing everything up. That's what would happen to somebody who's not experienced with killing and stuff. Like he fucks up everything at the end and shoots the wrong person, and oh, the guy he's setting out to kill, he dies of a heart attack just by circumstance. It's nothing he really did, and he gets away with it. Like I don't know. I thought that was just so fitting for that type of world and that type of movie. Personally, I like it for sure. I watched Scary Movie 1 through 3 last week. How funny that trilogy was. Yeah, no, I definitely I like the first two a lot. The third one, I don't know. I don't remember liking the third one as much. I loved part two. I was waiting for Jane Silent Bob to show up. Yeah, for real. Um, and what I'm trying to do, I'm working at this house to help clean it, and I'm hoping the realtor will give me a discount on the house. I work really hard. Oh, dude, I hope they give you a discount too. You deserve it if you're working that hard. Man, people just calling me tonight. Oh, dude, no worries at all, man. I feel bad for starting as late as I did. I never start this late. I'm usually on time, motherfucker, but this computer did not want to work with me. Can't shoot Giovanni. Can't shoot him. I like how they play the sweetly, oh sweetly, but very lowly. And they kind of just turn up the volume as the film sort of fades to black. If anyone has seen this, how do you guys feel about the ending? I just can't I can't sit here and say I love it, and I can't sit here I say I hate it. Like, it's just such a meh ending to me. It's like great movie for an hour and 15 minutes, and the last 15 minutes, it's like, oh, like, why did you go here? Part of me wishes they shot an alternate ending somewhere, but I don't think that's the case. I think this was always the ending. You ever see Bully 2001, John? No, I have not, but I have heard a lot of good things. I've also, I don't know if you've seen, it's called Welcome to the Dollhouse. That's a really good movie about bullying. That nobody really talks about. That's a great one. That's from David Solans, and he also did movies like Happiness, which is a really depressing film, funny enough, and Palindromes, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. I think it's just a fucking masterpiece. Palindromes is great. That's the one that all of his movies need special edition Blu-rays. I would love to see that guy get more special edition Blu-rays, but they don't seem to. Scary Movie 2 is comedy gold. Take my strong, my germs. Classic, man, absolutely classic. Uh, I saw that one. It's so fucked up. Yeah, no, that's a really messed up movie. There's a lot of bullying could be as horrific as it gets. And now the end credits are rolling. Mr. David Hess, that classic shot of him in the pool. And you know, like every time I watch this though, like part of me is like, I get it. They killed the big bad wolf. Part of me, man, it just feels like I loved that guy in the pool. There's something about him. I loved him. I thought in a lot of ways he steals this movie, and that's the kind of guy David Hess was. Even when we're supposed to hate him, and we love to hate him, there's something endearing about him, and like part of me, I remember when I first watched this, I was like, yeah, you guys killed him, but that guy in the pool was the whole fucking show. Like David Hess is the whole fucking show for me, and may he rest in peace. I would like to go ahead and dedicate this episode to his memory because he like absolutely never ceased to amaze me with great performances in horror films, and this is no exception. This might even be his best performance. I don't know, but man, David Hess was one of the greats. May he rest in peace. Back to the comments here. LMFAO, he was fixing the mashed potatoes with his hand. Oh my God, horrible, man. And the fucking the guy in the wheelchair, and I love no. My favorite fucking line of that entire movie is when they're standing. She's standing on the portal, and Shawty's like, "Oh, I'll get you!" And like, oh no, or was it Ray? Yeah, it's Ray. Ray is running slow motion, and then fucking Brenda goes, "Run faster, Ray!" And he's like, "Okay." Fucking runs faster, tackles her off the thing. Classic. But Scary Movie 2 is my favorite by a mile. I love that movie. I love the opening and the shit with James Woods, and I don't know. That movie has a great sense of humor. The Wayans brothers were just genius. I think they were just absolute comedy gold, and I think the Weinsteins, being the pieces of shits that they are, uh, dropping them. I don't know if everyone knows that whole story. I don't know if I want to get into that whole story because it'll just fucking put me in a bad mood. But basically, long story short, the Weinsteins are a bunch of pieces of shit for not, among other things, but they dropped. Unfortunately, they dropped the Wayne brothers off those movies, and that's why Scary Movie 3, 4, and 5. I don't think they were involved in Part 3. That's why 3, 4, and 5 just aren't nearly as good. They're just not. Like the first two were clever. They had you could see that there was a care for the genre in there, even though they were making fun of it. With 3, 4, and 5, I saw those movies as really big cash-ins. 5 being the worst. I think 5 is one of the biggest pieces of shit ever. Another series they killed, Aiden. Mysterious Skin, though. Ooh, crazy. I don't know what the hell that is, but I'll lick it anyway. I'll always love Scary Movie 2. Yeah, I like the Ray! Fuck me! Ray! Fuck me! Ray! Fuck me! And then the guy's just like, wait a minute. Like that, and that's the guy from, I think he's in Cabin Fever. I love Bully 01. I've got to see Bully 01, man. I've heard good things, and if you guys both love it, I definitely want to have to give it a look. Fucking love the first one, Run Bitch Run. Who is in Bully 01, by the way? Is there like a known, like, is it a lead actor that I would know? And who made it? Like, I don't know. I actually don't know enough about the backstory of those, like, who made it, who's involved and stuff. Definitely love the ending. Yeah, no doubt. I love Scary Movie 2. Scary Movie 2 is a really, really fun film. I don't care about 1 and 2. I only care about 1 and 2. 3 is nostalgic. I get that. There's some bad movies I'm nostalgic for too. Like I can completely. And 3 is compared to 4 and 5 with Citizen Kane. Like it was definitely better than what came after it. I think part of me is just like I hate what they did to the Wayans brothers, and I see part 3 is that was I believe the first one where they did without their involvement. So part of me is just like disgusted by it. But I will agree that it's definitely not as bad as 4. But 5 is by a dimension the worst. Bully has that dude that played John Connor in T3. Oh shit, really? Wow, I'll have to give that a look, man, for sure. I would look at normally I can look shit up, but my internet's not working tonight, so I do not know, man. Giovanni says it's about an actual murder that happened about these kids who were bullied by their friend in a lot of ways, and they decided to murder him. Oh shit, that sounds dark, man. I know you're a big Slender Man guy. I know. I don't know if you've like read up on the real life case of the two girls that they killed their friend. They tried to kill their friend. They stabbed her like 30 times, and then they decided they were going to walk to the Slender Man's house or something in the woods, and it was like 5,000 miles from where they killed the girl or they stabbed her. The girl actually lived, and then somebody saw them in a subway covered in blood. It was like a subway at a Walmart. Somebody like called the cops, and these two bitches said that the Slender Man needed a sacrifice and shit. True crime stories like that, when you add horror into it, like oh, this mystical horror figure made me do it, just gets me going. I don't know if you've read up on that. That's a really interesting true crime story, though. And I love the Slender Man legend. I think it's great. Unfortunately, the movie was a big turd. Mysterious Skin has Joseph Gordon-Levitt as the lead. Both are very dark movies. I've not seen that one either. Yeah, no, I've got to definitely check out a couple of these movies. I've not seen that one either. I checked it out. It was horrible. Those girls were idiots. Yeah, no, they were fucking idiots. And I think they explained in the documentary too, where one of them was schizophrenic, like really, really bad schizophrenic, and they think that's maybe why. But it's like true crime. Like it's maybe horrible to say. Like it was interesting to watch. Like I was like very intrigued by it. But yeah, no, those two girls are fucking idiots, and I'm glad they both will thankfully spend the rest of their lives behind bars, hopefully. And I'm glad too that they failed on what they were trying to do. That's at least the silver lining, if there is one. Weinstein's messed up big time by firing the Wayans bros. Yeah, no, they're fucking retarded. They absolutely are stupid for doing that. I don't get. Oh, you're the reason that these movies were funny, and you love horror, and you bring so much to the table, and you can make fun and poke fun of everybody and have a great sense of humor. Dropped. I don't get the Weinsteins for that. They're absolute fucking scumbag family. All of them horrible, man. Well, Wayne's Weinstein's not even close. There was just a case about a kid killed a girl and went viral on Snapchat about it. Stabbed 13-year-old. What the fuck? Oh my god. 13 years old, man. Jesus. How old was the killer? That's fucking horrible, man. Oh my god. Fuck man, yeah, for real. What the fuck's going on? No, that's the thing. And people always, it's funny how many people tell me, like, I've heard this sentence in my life. Grande, I can't believe all the horror you watch. That's a big thing. Like, I hear that a lot. A lot. Like, I don't know how many times, but a lot. And, like, I laugh at those people because these are the same people that watch the 11 o'clock news. Like, yes, I'm watching House on the Edge of the Park. I just finished House on the Edge of the Park. There's a lot of sleaze. There's a lot of boobs. There's a lot of gore. There's a lot of mayhem. It's fucking fake. That's the difference, though. Like, it's fucking fake. Like, nobody actually was fucking raped or fucking murdered in the process of making this fucking film. It's a film. It's for entertainment. It's to make me think. It's to get me horrified. That's the point of a film. Like, people don't get, they're just like, oh, you're fucking, you're a junkie for it. Yeah, I am a junkie for it. It's fucking fake, though. Like, it's the shit that people watch that's real and the real life horrors of the world. That's the shit that I would fucking completely try to, take it in doses because you can really, truly, uh, I think, become kind of desensitized to it. But this personally, this genre, it doesn't make me desensitized to it. Well, it proves me to not get desensitized, if that makes any sense. Same shit, more exposure blood. Oh my god, that's insane. I found this channel called This Is Monsters the other day. So many messed up cases get swept under the rug. I'm sure they do because that's the way the media will only tell about what they want to be heard. Like, and the only reason that Slender Man case got told is because it was involving the Slender Man. If it was anything else, if it was just random, like, oh, we just decided to stab this bitch, it wouldn't have been as big a story. It wouldn't have. Adding the Slender Man to it made that global. That's the way the media is. They don't care about you. They don't care about your case. They care about ratings. They know that if somebody says, "Oh, somebody was stabbed because of the Slender Man," people are gonna fucking watch that. That's how the media works. Horror saved me from taking my life years ago. Well, I mean, I'm heartbroken to hear that you felt that way at one time, but I'm glad that something uh, you could find something that would actually make you reconsider and something that you could fall in love with, something you'd be passionate about, and that's the number one most important thing. And that's my thing too. Like I love it's just like a passion. It's a hobby for me. I really enjoy it. Like there's tons of things I like to do, but I like to be vocal about this one because a lot of people just kind of look at it sideways. Like people are like, oh, you like that horror stuff? Like it's this, that, and the other. It gets a bad rap. I don't understand why, but I don't know. I love it. It's something that I definitely will love for the rest of my life. I'd rather see fake blood than real blood. 100%. 100%. I mean, you said it right there. Same blood, completely. Horror is responsible for making me the cool person that I am today. Hell yeah, man. It's a lot of, it can shape a person in a lot of different ways, for sure, man. Push it into perspective. Dude, yeah, no, you gotta. Thank you. No, I appreciate it. No, that's just the way it is. I see the media as, they're really only trying to line their own pockets. And it's just like, okay, like, oh yeah, this little girl was stabbed. Yeah, yeah, that's horrible. But, that's the way they look at it. Like, they don't look at the true horror of the situation. They just hear X, Y, and Z. They hear the ending. They don't really hear what really happened, what really went on. And they kind of pick and choose what they want to tell you, what they don't want to tell you. And that's why I'm just not big into the news and media and like that's why I got rid of Twitter a long time ago. I just don't need any of that. I feel like it's a lot of negativity. And I'm not saying that there isn't negative. There's a lot of negativity in the world, man. There is a lot of it, and it's a shame. But I definitely think I don't know that I just try to tune it out as much as I can. Like I don't know. It gets me in a bad mood. It gets me sad. Actually, more sad than bad. But horror is just that one place I can escape to and just for 90 minutes or whatever, just turn my brain off and enjoy these performances and enjoy these directors and enjoy these stories. And I don't know, there's something I really like about that. Gid Dahmer says, I'm sorry, Bloodbound Production says the media only cares about the juicy stories and not telling about the true story. And rather than showing that this is wrong, it's full of misconceptions and wanting to pull ratings. Exactly, and it shouldn't be about that. Like it really shouldn't. It should be about bring whoever did whatever they did to justice. That should be the only fucking priority. But it's how can we market this? It's sick. Like we look at these movies and are like, oh man, this was marketed well, this was promoted well, and to avoid fainting, please keep repeating it's only a movie, only a movie, only a movie. That's how you market a horror film. These same people will turn around like a real life case and market it just like that. Girl killed for the Slender Man, wanted to sacrifice tonight at 11. That shouldn't be your fucking bulletin. It shouldn't. That's fucked up, man. It's just, I don't know. It's a little disheartening when you think about it. When you take a deep look at this world, man, it can really sour you. So I try to look away as much as I can and try to watch horror, look at horror as much as I can because it's a nice escape. The media is why I don't watch late night news. I don't want to watch that type of stuff before I go to bed. Yeah, exactly. Because it's the news is like 27 minutes of negativity, and then like you hear one thing at the end, like, oh, this old woman was beaten, robbed, and whatnot, hate crimes and all this stuff, and it's disheartening. And I know a lot of people that say, oh, well, if you don't prove, try to fix it, you're a part of the problem and all that. Listen, man, I can't control what each and every one of these sick bastards do, and I don't condone what they do. All I can do at the end of the day is I can do me, and I can try to make myself better, and that's really all I'm in control of. And I think it's just a lot of people just think they know better and think they're going to tell you this, that, and the other. It's just like take a look in the mirror, man. Like just try to fix you. Try to be the best you can be. That's kind of how I see it. But I don't know. I definitely I hear a lot of that always with the how do you watch all this? And I'm just like, how do you watch the news, dude? Like I don't. I think Twitter is a lot more horrifying than House on the Edge of the Park, man. But again, House on the Edge of the Park is damn scary. So that's saying a lot about Twitter. If the interrogation tapes can't be released, then the media doesn't care about making it worldwide news. No content to share. Exactly. it's in a weird way. It's like, and even we could put it into YouTube perspective. How do I pick the best thumbnail that people are going to click on? How do I pick the best title? Like if you notice YouTube, the videos that get viewed the most, it's like watch 100 times and you'll still laugh, and that's going to get a lot of views. Or stupidest thing ever, or this person falls, like something it's always a stupid title or something that gets somebody to click on something, and that's it. As there's not sometimes most times there's not enough substance or anything to really enjoy what you just clicked on, but it's bait, and a lot of people take that bait, and hey, I'm not a stranger to it. I've taken clickbait before. I've seen some clickbait shit. We've all clicked on clickbait in one time or another. Some of us less than others, and that's just something I'm just trying to diminish, if you will. Productions. I don't fucking care about this world toxicity. I'm just gonna sleep and chill. Yeah. At the end of the day, man, I try to be the best me I can be. I try to be a good friend. I try to be, a good son to my parents. I try to, do my best at my job, make a living like that, like enjoy my hobbies and passions inside. Like that's I'm trying to do me. I cannot solve the world's problems, man. I am only one guy. But I do think that I don't know. I do think people's hearts are in the right places. I do. I just think like they shout too much. I don't know. This is personally me. Um, Twitter's it is the fucking hell of the earth. What positive comes from Twitter? Oh, did you hear this so and so got into a Twitter war? What the fuck? Like what do you care? Like, bro, I'm too fucking busy about fucking Twitter wars and politics and all that. That's why I don't talk about that shit on this channel. I'm not interested. I don't care what somebody thinks. But oh, did you see what Mark Ruffalo tweeted? Fuck Mark Ruffalo. Fuck you. I don't give a shit what he tweeted. I don't give a fuck. Does Mark Ruffalo give a fuck about me? Does he give a fuck about you? Does he give a fuck about anybody? No. What the fuck do you care? I don't know. Oh god, it makes my blood boil. Precisely. John, if you start making your thumbnails with death face, you'll go viral. Yes! Yeah! Holy shit! Okay, we can go on a little side hinge on this. How many fucking reviewers and the fucking like my first reaction to this? That's clickbait! There's this one that's huge where, I've never seen Sleepaway Camp before, but I'm going to film myself during the last 5 minutes of it because I don't know the ending. Fuck you, bitch. You knew the ending. You fucking knew the ending. Don't you fucking tell me that was your raw fucking reaction. I wish somebody had a camera on me when I first fucking saw that green penis on the screen of Sleepaway Camp. I wish somebody had a camera on me. But that's why it was an organic reaction. Like if somebody was like, "Oh, the ending is fucked up, John. I'm gonna film you during it." I would be like, "What? Like don't fucking film? Like no, like let me enjoy it. Let me experience this for myself." But oh my god, how many fucking people do that shit? And if they like the movie, it's just so fucking stupid, man. In my humble opinion, I don't know. I hate people. It's honestly how you do it. It is. It really is. Hey man, fuck Twitter, man. I fucking hate Twitter. He's caught one of those faces. Thank you, man. Yeah, I have that fucking put it on. Well, you're making the hunt. Granny's Graveyard episode 100. Nigor is making the fucking thumbnail, so he's gonna fucking do that to troll me. I know it. I'm gonna pay you, son of a bitch. Don't fucking troll me, please. Michael Myers texted me at 3 a.m. Exactly. 1,000 views already. Of course, it's getting a ton of views because it's stupid. Like I sat on here, I watched a movie I really enjoy. This isn't going to get a lot of views. It's not. Maybe even only a diehard fan of this movie is going to actually watch this back. Like, let's be honest. And diehard, number one, it has to be a diehard fan of this movie. Number two, it has to be a diehard fan of me. They don't grow on fucking trees, those two. So, honestly, it's not like people are going to go back and like fucking sit down, hit play. Like, I know. I'm not stupid. I know. But it's just like, this is what I like to do. I enjoy doing it. It's like the highlight of my week. And like, I don't do this for clicks or bait or anything. But there are people that do. And they're just people that like, I think they're actually really hard on themselves when it comes to success. Like, oh, this video didn't get enough. I have to switch up the thumbnail. Like, who the fuck cares, man? Like, do it for you. Don't do it for anybody else. Like, this is one thing I think you should be selfish about. Do it for you at the end of the day. What do you care? Those videos make me loathe for humanity. Yeah, but that's what they are. They're like almost like fucking crack whores without the crack. It's just like, oh, let me sell my fucking reaction to elicit a response from people just clicking on it. Like it doesn't matter what I say during it, doesn't matter how good my video is. It's how do I get somebody to click that? And I think that whole mentality is just the wrong reason to do YouTube. But I know people, that's how they think, and they really want to make money, and they want to do the fucking Patreons and stuff. And like, and I don't mean to put down people who do Patreon. I think it's wild that some people will actually pay you to talk about a film. Like that's wild to me. And honestly, if somebody was like, hey man, I want to pay you to pay, I would respectfully say no. Like no, like I don't want your money. Like I do this for me. I do this for fun. I'm not doing this for money. I'm not. If SiriusXM called me and said, "Hey man, we want Granny's Graveyard on SiriusXM," they're gonna pay me. But the people that subscribe, people that watch, listen, like, comment, whatever, I ain't charging you fucking nothing. I think it's wild that people do that. But I mean, I'm not putting them down. I'm not trying to put them down or anything. I don't see it. I will never do it. If I ever start a Patreon, somebody fucking come to my house and punch me in the fucking face as hard as you can and tell me to wake the fuck up. And I promise I will. But that will never happen because no Patreon will ever happen. I'll say this: on-camera reviews are the easiest vids to make if you are editing. Yeah, you know what's funny? With that, when I did the YouTuber of the Month nominations, by the way, you guys still have like 20 days to vote for YouTuber of the month of this month of June. That video's up. I hadn't edited in a very long time, and it was very weird going back to editing software. I use this thing called Shotcut. It's a pretty cool free editing software. It's pretty sweet. It took me not too long to edit everything together. It all came out kind of smooth. So it was fun to go back. I would like to go back and start editing reviews together. I was thinking, and I don't know if you guys would be for this. I was thinking of doing, because I've done a lot of, episodes of Grinding Scraper where I've reviewed multiple movies. If I even took snippets of reviews I made and then maybe even added clip, I don't know if I can add clips because granted I don't want to get copyright infringement and all that. But even if I added pictures over and just posted the individual review, I think that would be fun because I know sometimes people see the hour plus and they're like, oh man, I'm not watching somebody sit there for an hour. I'm just not. I get that. I completely get that. Don't get me wrong. But that was just a thought I had. I was thinking of maybe just like posting individual reviews of reviews I've already done, and I figured that would be fun to do. Like just give a little bit more content, more editing for me because I really don't do it that much. What's popular now is the tile shit. First time watching, insert popular movie, then pretend they don't know what's happening. Exactly. That's my fucking problem. It's all a lie. It's not your actually fucking first time watching the end of Sleepaway Camp. Everyone knows the end of Sleepaway Camp. Everybody. Like, unless you take Joe Blow off the street and be like, hey, have you ever heard of Sleepaway Camp? They say no. Okay, sit down here and I'm going to film your raw reaction. That's the only way, but that's just not how it works. I need to make video games. I'm hoping to post a full album soon. Yes, I would love. I know I mentioned this to you in person, but I guess I can mention it on here too because I know that definitely Corey and Aiden and everybody, maybe Ty, you guys would definitely be interested. Gideon as Bloodbound Productions, you guys have a great mind for the genre, and you told me so many great creative ideas, whether it be Pale-Faced Mutilator or the sequel that you were playing to Heaven. I would love to see you come on here and just like even do like even creepy pastas or discuss original like horror stories or ideas that you thought of. I saw today the angry video game nerd Cinemassacre. He posted a video talking about his idea he had to make a horror film because he feels like he'll never be able to make it, and it was just basically him laying out the entire film. I thought it was great, and I really would like to do that. My only fear would be like, oh, somebody could see it and rip me off. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, am I even really that popular? He is. He's definitely really that popular. So I don't know if I would have done it if I was him, but it was really cool to listen to, man. I really do hope you come back and keep doing content. It's nice. And I say this completely uh, unbiasedly here. It's so fucking nice to give yourself something to do and have a hobby. It clears my head every week, man. Unbiasedly saying that here. Like it's really nice. If it's on camera, you just act and chop it up and exactly like it's not organic. It's not real. Like you don't really fucking feel that way. You're not really shocked, and it's just I don't know. I see through that bullshit, honestly, in my humble opinion. If you ever need advice on shit like that, hit me up. Oh yeah, dude, anytime. I will hit you up whenever. And Corey, and I think he's actually talking about Bloodbound Productions, but yeah, no, Corey is the man. He the one of my favorite songs of all time, and I don't know if he's still has it like downloaded somewhere, but the Dick song, that is one of my favorite songs ever. I played that in the car nonstop. I went on like a 2 hour road trip and I played that song in the car for like at least an hour. I love that song, man. It's him and John Steele. Uh, great little song. Fucking Her name was Susie Q, the hostess. I love that shit, man. Cherry wine sipping, great fucking song. Corey is really talented when it comes to music. I mean, even a collaboration between you two would be a lot of fun. Let's see. Hell yeah, I need to, man. Yeah, for sure. Gideon's film gave me some TCM and Eaten Alive vibes. Yo, no doubt. He's a big. I know Gid is a huge Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy. I want an album, but yeah, do it, man. Do it, guys. Why not, man? I would love to see that collaboration. Wait till you see PFM. Oh shit. Oh shit. Gid Dahmer's throwing out the fucking the promises. But all right, I guess wow, we're already 2 hours into the son of a bitch. This has been a long ass show. I guess we'll wrap it there. I had a really fun chat after this commentary with y'all. We went on for a while. But that was House on the Edge of the Park. I really love this movie. I really, really do. I think this is a great flick. I had enjoyment watching it with y'all and talking nonsense at the end. Always love talking, shooting the shit with y'all. Dick's song is on the recreational upload timestamp for easy access. No fucking way! What? Yo, link me that shit right now. I want to listen to the song. I fucking love that song, man. Oh hell yeah! You're exciting people. See, gotta come back. Gotta come back to YouTube. Please keep turning out original content, man. We love you, kid. We definitely want you to return to YouTube and be better than ever for sure. But we're gonna cut that here. We've been over 2 hours. I want to thank everybody for joining me. This was a fun commentary to do. Aiden, I think you were here the entire 2 hours, so thank you, man. I appreciate that. Once again, I apologize for being late. Try to diminish those, coming on the upcoming weeks. Next week, Grande's Graveyard number 100. I'm super excited. We're gonna have a really, really fun time. And I'm super excited. We're gonna do 2 giveaways. I'll be dropping the Q&A giveaway tomorrow. That's how you're going to enter. You're going to ask 2 questions, and you're entered in both giveaways. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I'll be dropping that tomorrow. Corey will be dropping his Alien review tomorrow, which I'm super excited about. I don't think he's ever seen the Alien series until now. He watched them all for the first time, so that should be really, really cool stuff. So, but that's going to be all for this week. Thank you all for joining. Grande's Graveyard number 100 next week, only on the Graveyard. Too sweet, peace. We will catch you next time, guys.